If we respect culture, culture will respect us. Namaskar, good afternoon, bonjour, konnichiwa, assalamu alaikum, hola, and welcome. It's me, Mahalaxmi. You guys are watching the Mahalaxmi show. Without wasting our time, I want to welcome to my guest, Terry Olson. He is a chief instigator of Fusion Fest. Terry, welcome to the
Thank
Mahalaxmi
you.
show.
Great to be here.
Terry,
I'm
how
glad
are
to be
you?
here. Great.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Terry Olson. I work for Orange County Government as the Arts and Cultural Affairs Director, and I'm pleased to be the chief instigator for Fusion Fest.
So, what's going on nowadays? You look like very busy.
It is a busy time. We've just, over the last few months, have our Join Us campaign where hundreds of musicians and dancers and artists and designers and poets and food vendors and merchandise vendors have been signing up to say, I want to participate in this year's Fusion Fest. So now in our curators of all those areas will be going through all that information and creating a great festival for us that has the best of people from all parts of the world's heritages performing and selling and showing their wares.
Actually, what is the Fusion Fest?
Fusion Fest is a celebration of our global roots. Central Florida is a crossroads of the world and very diverse, growing in its diversity to the point where probably 2030 we may be one of the most diverse cities in the world. So we want to celebrate our many heritages while we're exploring how we're now influencing each other as we are together creating our own Central Florida identity.
How did you make a Fusion committee? Do you have a member from other country as well?
Yes, we have a steering committee of about 40 people that represent all corners of the globe. For our purposes, we kind of divide the world into 10 regions and make sure that we have representation from each of those 10 regions in every area that we can. So that group has been meeting monthly since December of 2016. So for several years to explore how do we best share our culture? How can we do this honoring of each other while celebrating who we are together? And it all came together for the first festival last November.
How long have you been doing this festival?
Just last year was the first one. It's Thanksgiving weekend, the Saturday and Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend.
So, how can people participate?
We have been, over the last few months, signing people up to join us as musicians, as dancers, as spoken word artists, storytellers, people wearing traditional costumes, designers, food vendors, merchandise vendors, artists, and we're right in the last few days of trying to get all those signed up. And then there will be opportunities to participate. Each day starts with a parade where we have flags of people's heritages, nations, states, provinces, affinity groups, whatever a person says is their heritage. And we have volunteers as well as folks can sponsor the flag that they want to make sure that will be in that parade. And then coming out and just participating, sampling the different foods, seeing the different dancers. On Saturday evening is a global street dance party. Okay. So it's a fun time to just get on the street and dance to different rhythms of the world. At this point, we probably are full for this year with musicians and designers. There may be some areas that we still have room, especially if it's from a region of the world that we don't have. But so now it's about volunteering and sponsoring a flag and being at the festival.
Actually, we have so many other festivals also here, right? So what is the motive doing this kind of festival?
This festival is about bringing us all together. So in exploring this the year before Fusion Fest, I went to 62 different ethnic and heritage festivals. Korea Fest, Japan Fest, Serbia Fest, Greek Fest, Puerto Rican Day, etc. There's festivals for all kinds of parts of our heritage. And it's good to get together with people that are like from your same heritage, and that helps you build the connections to that heritage. But here we are all together. So instead of staying in our little silos where this is my group of people and I get together with them once a year, this is my group of people, Fusion Fest is about saying we're here together. So how can we as a group participate? How can we influence each other? How can we make an identity together where we're one?
We want to be together. Even we are from different country, different culture, doesn't matter, right?
Right.
We need to respect each other, like we need to know culture.
Yes.
Okay, so what people will achieve after participating this program, this festival?
What will they achieve after coming to Fusion Fest? Well, certainly I think a better knowledge and understanding of different people in our community. I've learned so much about different cultures and different people in our community as we've been preparing and working on this. And so coming to the festival, one, you're going to have a great time. You're going to get to eat some great food and learn and I think be inspired, because not only do we have heritage track for music and dance and fashion and food, where you can taste and see the different things from various heritages, but we also have fusion contests. So how does a chef take ingredients, spices, or techniques from one region of the world and add it with another one and come up with something new and innovative? Or in design with clothing, taking elements from one region of the world and adding with another and coming up with something new and unique, or in music or dance, etc. So that kind of inspiration, which is what we have and the advantage of having here because we have such a diverse community, allows us to be more innovative and to be a leader, to be a world leader, to show the world, let's think of new ways of doing things. Let's honor the ways we've done it, and then let's figure out new things. And, you know, some of those are going to be trial and error and like, yeah, that didn't work so well, but you won't know that until you try. So the festival is about that. And you'll also get to know some people. Our film pavilion will have short films about Central Floridians.
Okay.
And it's under the title Migration, M-Y-Gration. And these short films will look at a person and their story, including how they or their ancestors got here to be Central Floridians.
Okay. So who can be the part of this show? I mean, who can be a part of this event?
Everyone
Everyone?
that's alive. You have to be alive. That's it. You have to be alive to come down and enjoy this.
So is there any age limitation or anything?
No,
No?
you have to be born. You can't have died.
That's good, that's wonderful. So what kind of segment do you have in this event?
Well, there are 3 stages in which there's music and dance and fashion and spoken word and storytelling, haiku contest. There's the film pavilion. There is a gallery, visual art. There's the food vendors, the merchandise vendors. There's a fun and games tent where you can learn to play different games from around the world. Other children's activities there. So there is just a lot for everybody.
So is this a festival or there is some kind of competition also?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a festival and there are competitions.
What kind of competition do
The
you
competitions are fusion competitions. So food fusion, design fusion, music fusion, dance fusion. The spoken word contest is around the theme of our being diverse-tastic. We're diverse, and that's fantastic, so we're diverse-tastic. And there's a haiku contest around the same. The film pavilion, there's a contest for the best film in those migration films. In the art gallery, there's a competition for the best art. And there's prizes, cash prizes for all of those.
So how much do you have cash prizes?
It's over $6,000, so
That's good money.
it's $1,000 for music, dance, fashion, food. There's two $500 spoken word, $1,000 for the visual arts.
So, like competition, you guys give the topic or something, or this is open competition, everybody can bring anything, whatever they want.
They have to have signed up by September 1st in their category, and then it has to incorporate elements from more than one of the 10 regions of the world.
So, one person can participate, person can do the competition for only one segment, or they can do other, like some people want to telling the story, some people want to tell the story, and let's say she or he want to participate in the fashion also, or other segment also.
Yeah, you can sign up for whichever one you want.
They can sign up for multiple segment.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
So how do you manage financial part?
So most of the festival is paid for by our sponsors. Orange County and the City of Orlando, Orlando Utilities Commission, the Orlando International Airport, Colombo and Hurd Law Firm, number of sponsors. How is that managed? It's managed by financial managers.
And when and where you guys are going to do this program?
The festival is always Thanksgiving weekend. It's the Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving. So this American holiday that is really about immigrants and about being thankful for our coming together as who we are as Americans. We tend to eat a lot on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, which is the 28th of November. Recuperate on Friday, and then Saturday it's go out and come to Fusion Fest on Saturday and Sunday, which is November 30th and December 1st in 2019.
Oh, everybody can enjoy this time. Everybody has holiday, right? So is this free for everybody?
Yes.
They don't need to buy ticket even if somebody
Nope.
want to be audience only?
No.
No? Oh, that's really nice program. How did you get that kind of idea? We need to do the Fusion Feast.
Well, it really started with then Orange County Mayor Teresa Jacobs, who was interested in supporting diversity. I started doing some brainstorming and began leading a grassroots effort with a steering committee of about 40 people from heritages all over the world to explore how do we share our culture. What's the best way to do that? And a festival and parade were the things that came to the top of people's priorities, and so we started working on that. We began having a series of small gatherings of nations where we would invite 2 to 6 people from each heritage to come and explore a particular aspect of culture. The first one we did was food, so everyone brought some food and shared that, and of course we love that, and that's a big part of Fusion Fest is all the food. And then we looked at clothing and music and dance and arts and crafts and holidays and games and all the kinds of things that are part of one's culture to find ways that we could explore that and celebrate that in a festival.
So do you have any suggestion for our audience?
You need to be at Fusion Fest. It's Thanksgiving weekend on Saturday and Sunday. This year in 2019, that's November 30th and December 1st. Come down to have some fun food that you might not know about or might not have seen or you might not be able to get normally, and watch some dancing, some music, some fashion, some spoken word, a film, perhaps buy some presents for the holidays that are coming up at some of our craft vendors or in our art gallery. And basically just have a good time and share who you are. As you come, there will be various interactive elements. You can take a 15-minute language lesson and learn how to say a few words in a language you don't know. You will be able to participate in creating a paper chain that kind of ties us together with all of our heritages. There'll be lots of fun things for you to do. Play a game. The Fun and Games tent will have games from around the world with instructions and people to help you learn how to play games that you might never have heard of. I just think it's really exciting that we have the great diversity that we have here in Central Florida. That we have people from Nepal, that we have people from Africa, that we have people from the Orient, from Latin America. We have people from all over. And our diversity has grown. In the year 2000, 42% of our total population in Orange County was what we call diverse. It's now 60% of our population that's diverse. So we are this community that has all these great assets. And as we take time to explore them and celebrate them, as we do at Fusion Fest, we're just going to be a much better community.
Thank you very much, Terry, being a part of Mahalaxmi show.
My pleasure.
It was a nice conversation. I had great time.
Good.
Thank you very much watching the Mahalaxmi show. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. If you hit the bell icon, you will get our new videos. Bye-bye. Stay healthy and happy. Namaste. Oh, and don't forget to participate in the Fusion Festival, which is free and very wonderful programs. Wonderful festival for each and everybody. Right?
Yes.